Are you an athlete and wanting your absolute best performance? Did you know that no matter how much you practice, how much you do all the drills, if your brain is not in agreement with that goal, it's not going to happen? Because your brain, your brainstem cerebellum, it determines how fast you can run, your speed. It determines how straight you can do that, how much weight you can lift. That's not run by your muscles. Your muscles are run by your brain. And I know so many athletes who have no clue about that. The way I got into neurology is when I had a client who had an accident. She had been cleated with soccer cleats in her ankle and it just wasn't healing. She'd been to PT, all the different therapies, and nothing was working. She asked me to go with her on an appointment with someone who understood neurology basics. And I went, sure, it'll be fine. I'll laser you. We'll see what happens. So he had her do a bicep curl with a weight that she could barely lift. And then he had her do something for 1 minute with her eyes and her hands, go back to the barbell, and she was doing this. And I went, wait. What did you do? That was the first time I realized that you can work with the brain and do different input and get different output. And for an athlete, that's a game changer. We see that with Forrest, where when he's using whether it's kettlebells or his clubs or maces, if he has a good support, which I'm going to share with you what that support is in just a moment, when he wears that support, his ability to lift a weight improves by 30% instantly. His range of motion, normal may only be to here. When he has this support on, it's like to here. When you can improve range of motion, your capacity to lift weights, to run, your speed, your strength, that truly is a game changer. So what's the support that I'm talking about? It's victory. Victory, and it's all in a patch. This is a patch that when you peel off the backing, just like all the other super patches, there's all these ridges. These ridges are a secret weapon if you want to succeed in your sport. Because you see, when you put this on your skin, those ridges instantly send very accurate information through your nervous system to the brain, and it puts everything that relates to sports performance into balance. That's pretty exciting. And you go, yeah, Cheryl, that's exciting, but does it really work? Well, how would you like a college study where they did it in the University of Arizona? And at that University of Arizona, they took these top athletes. They did a placebo group and they did a victory patch group. Let me share with you some of the results because they're pretty staggering. So people are using this around the country, already getting stellar results, and you don't want to be left behind. So the University of Arizona conducted a double-blind, placebo-controlled RCT study with 70 Division I athletes. These are elite athletes performing at the top of their game. What they tested was knee extension, knee flexion, counter movement jump, which is going side to side. They looked at those and they put the patch on. The placebo group improved by 2%. So, that might be just imagination, whatever. But the ones with the patch, the improvement was 10%. When you're dealing with an elite athlete, a 10% chance, a 10% improvement, not chance, a 10% improvement, that's a game changer for careers, Olympics, results, personal best. The p-value, the placebo value score was 0.001. So it's only a 1 in 1,000 chance that there's no improvement. These are stellar results. And there's no chemicals, no stimulants. It's not going to impact any blood test, no contraindications. They're as safe as it can get because it's simply working on a brain pathway. Here's the unexpected discovery. It balanced the weak side to the dominant because we all have a weaker side and a dominant, and when these are just even slightly out of balance, it's going to change your results and your personal best. This not only gave that 10% improvement in lower body, it brought the weak side up to the dominant. That can change your speed. That can change your ability to lift a weight, your strength. Those are pivotal, proven changes. So whether you're an adult and want to be able to do more, like Forrest, whether you're in college or high school and you want your personal best, you want to put together a team as a coach, or you're an athlete, this is absolutely one of the best supports you and your whole team can do. Do your own case studies and see what happens with you. Now, there's another thing you can do that you might couple with it, because it's a powerful combination. You can do what's called a Romberg test, which is testing balance. And there's instructions down in the description on how you can do it. It's very simple. You just test whether somebody is stable going from side to side. Because if your balance is off, then you want to mix the victory with liberty, because this will immediately, instantly put balance into play. And you can see it by repeating that Romberg balance test and see that balance gets rock solid. This is supporting the brain pathway to strength and speed and balance on left and right side. And when you add that to your diligence and your workouts and your game plan, what a winner you are. And it's not just for you, it's for everybody else that you are in the race with and the game, because you're going to stellar heights you've never gone to before. This isn't about your willpower. It's not about imagining this. This is putting a brain pathway into rock solid balance and producing results that are powerful. So get back to the person who recommended you watch this video. Look at the resources down in the description, because it's time for you to win and be victorious.